Okay, hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to JFD Brokers Traders Espresso with me, Darius Luchauskas. Today is Monday, the 9th of April. I hope you all had a great weekend and you all came back relaxed. So yeah, guys. Let's have a look at the markets. What's happening right now? What to expect from them later on. But before we jump into the charts, as always, let's have a read through our risk disclaimer. So JFD Brokers offers exclusively consultancy-free services. The content of this webinar does not constitute investment advice or investment recommendation and does not in any way constitute an invitation to acquire any financial instrument or product. I'll just give you a few seconds to read the rest and we can continue. Okay guys, so let's jump into the charts. So the first one I want to have a look at is the S&P 500. Now the equity markets last week had a quite an eventful week, and it was slightly choppy, I would say, and there was no clear direction on what it wants to do. So yeah, I mean, like I said, here we had on Monday we had a nice sell-off, breaking this this upwards moving support line, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday were followed by stronger days, by bullish days. But then actually Friday we had a sell-off again, and we're testing this upwards moving support line. Or if you look at this bigger picture here, I mean, you could probably say that this is a triangle that's forming, and also we are above this 200 EMA here on the daily chart as well. So for now, it's quite difficult to make a call on this one, and of course I'm still looking at this area right here at around 2645, well, 2645 approximately there. And yeah, I'm still looking at this area, and I'm looking for a better move higher. Now, of course, you could have said here that we had a nice move higher here on Thursday, but then we actually sold off on Friday. Yes, I do understand that, and of course, due to the geopolitical tensions here, we need to be very careful. Probably in normal trading circumstances, it would continue moving higher, but at the moment, it's quite difficult to make a call here, as this market is being choppy and it's reacting this way to the trade wars. So for now, probably I would say to keep calm on this one, and just keep an eye on the U.S. equity markets. Similar stories on the Dow as well. We had a nice sell-off on Friday. It moved below this 24,200 level that I'm keeping an eye on, and now it seems that it wants to continue moving lower. But to be honest, I mean, like I said, in these market conditions, anything might happen, and we might maybe see a strong reversal back to the upside. A break above this 24,700 approximately there could push this index a little bit higher. Let's have a look at the UK 100, so FTSE 100, and yeah, yes, on Friday I was talking about that we might see this close here around this area, because, well, we already had the index already had its big nice move on Thursday, so probably on Friday we'll see a bit of calming down, and that's what happened. And so now we're slightly trading above the 71.85 approximately there. We had a nice close above this area, so we probably could expect a little bit further increases here, because this index, to be honest, is looking quite strong at the moment. So we might see a continuation to the upside later on, maybe towards the 72.55 area approximately there. Okay guys, let's have a look at a few pairs, and the euro dollar had a nice bounce to the upside. Let's put a 4-hour chart, because there's too many lines here. And we had a nice bounce on Friday after the NFP numbers came out. They came out worse than expected. So now of course, looking at this formation, it seems that it wants to continue moving higher, and we are looking at this 123 area approximately there. A break above this could push this pair a little bit higher, maybe a test of this 123 350 area approximately there. But yeah, like I said, for that we would need to get a nice break here above the 123. Keep an eye on this good resistance level first on the upside. On the downside, of course, we are trading above this upwards moving trend line that started in April 2017. So we potentially, if this wants to go a little bit lower, potentially could get going down and test it here. Maybe a potential rebound and then a move higher. But at the moment, this one is also a bit tricky. But to be honest, it seems like it wants to continue moving higher at the moment. So especially looking at the daily chart, yeah, like I said, please forgive me for all the lines here, but it seems like we are the bulls are kind of trying to push this a little bit higher again, maybe for a bit of retracement. So let's just keep an eye on the euro dollar for now. Similar stories on the pound dollar. So we had a nice rally here on Friday. It reversed from the psychological 140 level, continued pushing higher, and on Friday it hit the 141 level, from where now it's finding its resistance. So at the moment, probably it seems like that we might continue moving higher. Yes, we might do a bit of retracement maybe initially, maybe towards this little area right here around 140,700. And then potentially a reversal back to the upside here. And on the upside, I am looking for this area right here at 141,500. So could be a potential good area for a test. And if that doesn't hold, well, we probably could see maybe a move higher again. But of course, let's move step by step and see what happens. At the moment, it is finding its resistance at around 141, and like I said, we could potentially see a bit of retracement and then maybe a reversal back to the upside. If we continue falling here, if we break the 14700 and then move below these EMAs here, the 21 and the 50 and the 100, well, this is opening the path back towards this psychological 140 level that we are keeping an eye on. And then of course we'll have to evaluate the market when it reaches the 1.40. Let's have a look at the USD JPY. USD JPY, yes, there was some weakness in the dollar on Friday, and we can see that here. So now we are slightly retracing. It is meeting its resistance here at around this 107 level. Well, for us kind of to consider this maybe moving higher, we would need to see a good push above this 107 and then a move towards this 107 600, well, 650 approximately there. A break above this could potentially push the pair towards slightly higher levels, maybe a test of this longer term upwards moving trend line that it broke here in February, around in the mid-February. So if we see something like this, like I said, we would need to first, or actually should I say, if we will consider something like this, then we would need to get a nice move above this 107 650 area first. On the downside, we do have this upwards moving support line. If this 107 level will be too strong for this pair to overcome, then we might potentially see a little move here to the downside. First, of course, a test of this 106 650 approximately there, and then potentially towards this level here, 106 400, which would come in line approximately around this upwards moving support line as well. So keep an eye on this one, guys. I mean, potentially could work out. Looking at the dollar CAD is still on the downtrend, and yeah, this downtrend started around mid-March, and we're still this downwards moving resistance line still gets respected. At the moment, of course, judging by these candle formations here, It seems that it's squeezing a little bit, and potentially is, like, but building up for a nice pop. So it's the levels here that we're watching, of course, is this the important, this 1.28 level. A break above that could push this pair a little bit higher, maybe a test of this downwards moving resistance line. And yeah, we potentially, like I said, we could see something like that if we get a break above the 128. On the downside, if this, we can see that now the pair is getting held here at around 21 EMA. If that continues to hold and we see a move below this 127 600 area, approximately there, if we do get something like that, well, we could potentially move a little bit lower, maybe test these recent lows here at around 127 300, and if that doesn't hold, well, we do have this stronger level of around 127 70 approximately there. So actually 127 100, let's be more precise here. So there we go. So this little level here, a little swing, potentially could be a good area. If that doesn't hold, well, yep, it's opening the path towards lower levels again as well. So keep an eye on this one, guys. A few more interesting pairs that I really wanted to quickly show you that are forming nicely. The first one is probably the Euro Aussie. Now it's better to put a daily chart here, and we're seeing this nice formation, kind of veg channel, let's say, in the bigger picture, and we are forming something like this as well, like an slightly, let's say, I would say a little bit of an ugly rising veg formation, but still, nevertheless, it is now close to this bottom side of this this potential veg formation. And of course, like I said, we might potentially see a break here below if this continues moving lower. Currently is getting held here by the 21 EMA. So if we do get a break below this 21 EMA, then we could potentially see a little bit of a move lower. First, probably maybe towards this 50 EMA, and then if that doesn't hold, well, potentially could continue moving lower. But at the moment, I think it's an interesting pair to keep an eye on, as we could see something quite nice building up here, and potentially could work out as a nice trade. Another one that I really wanted to have a look at and show you guys is the Euro Swedish Crown. Now I don't know if there's a lot of traders of this pair, but still it's an interesting build up here, and we are slightly, this is a daily chart, by the way, and we are kind of moving lower a little bit now. So I believe that it might test this little area right here first. That could act as a good support level, and that would be around the 10.27 approximately there. So 10.27, and if we get a nice move below this, well, this is opening the path towards this little level here at around 10.21. This would also come in line with this upwards moving support line, and if we continue pushing lower, and if we see a nice break here, well, I mean, we could potentially test this area right here that acted as a resistance and then support. I haven't got it marked as a line, but because it looks like more of an area this time. So, and that area would be around the between 10.05 and 10.03, so approximately there. Could be a good level to watch out if we get a nice break here below this area right here. So guys, as always, I'm running out of time, and I hope you have a good European session. I hope you make a lot of pips this day, and as always, guys, keep an eye on the price action, and I will see you on my Traders Tea Time later on today at 14:15 British Summer Time. Thank you very much, guys. Bye bye.